Okay, we're going to start and then finish next week on what's called radicals. This symbol is called a radical. So if you say radical 4, I'd say, like, I don't know what you're talking about. That'd be like, say, add 4. And I'd say, add 4 to what? So this is a radical symbol. In this little area here, a number goes there called the index. And that's the power that we're going to reverse, or the power to be undone. Or if there's a 2 there, it's what are you squaring to get this number underneath. Now the number underneath is called a radicand. Because if the radical can't do it, the radicand. So normally you'd have a little 2 here, and you would say, what's the square root of 4? So that means, what are you squaring to get 4? Or what do you have 2 of the exact same thing of? So you have 2 2's multiplied to get 4, or you square 2, so the answer is the number 2. Now, since we use square roots so often in math, probably 96% of the time or higher, if you don't see an index, it's assumed to be square root. Now, what do you square to get -9? Can't do it. So it's not real. Now, we're going to find in a couple weeks a number that does take care of that. But for now, then this would be, what's the opposite of the square root of 9? What do you square to get 9? So it'd be -3. What do you square to get 16? 4. What do you cube? Now, 3 means cube root. You have 3 of the same thing. So what do you cube to get 27? Or what do you have 3 of the same thing of to get 27? And that would be 3. Now notice, you can take the cube root of a negative, because 3 negatives is a negative. You can't do that with the square root, because you can't square a number to get a negative in the real number system. So this would be -2. Then this one, what do you square to get 25? That's 5. What do you square to get x to 24? Well, remember, when you square, that means raise something to the second power. When you raise to a power, raise power, you multiply. So what times 2 is 24? Well, that is 12, and my pen is dying. Well, I need new pens. So this one, what do you square to get 100? That's 10. X to the 100 would be x to the divide the power by 2. So here, cube root, you divide the power by 3. So 4th root, divide the power by 4. Because what you're saying is x to what power to the 4th? X to the what times 4 is 80, which is 20. Now this one, I can't take the square root to get a nice 27, so I got to break it up into 2. And 27, what perfect square goes into 27? Well, that would be 9, and then the leftover is 3. And I can take the square root of 9, it is 3. What perfect square goes into 200? Well, that would be 102. 2 times 100 is 200. 100 is a perfect square. It's 10. 10 times 10 is 200. What perfect square goes into 12? Well, that's 4 and 3. And the square root of 4 is 2. 50. Now, if you're having trouble with this, go 50, let's see, it's 5 and 10. 10 is 5 and 2. Oh, wait, 2 5s go into 50. So it'd be 25 and 2. And square root of 25 is 2. 54, it's cube root, so I need 3 of the same thing. Let's see, 54, break it up. That's 2 and 27. That's 3 and 9. Oh, there's 3 3s. So I'd break it up, cube root of 27, cube root of 2. It'd be 3 cube root of 2. So what perfect cube? I need 3 of the same thing. So 24, let's see, is 12 and 2. That's 4 and 3. That's 2 and 2. Oh, wait, there's 3 2's in 24. So I'd break it up, cube root of 8, cube root of 3. And that would be 2 cube root of 3. Now, I need a power that's divisible by 3. I cannot do 3 into 17. So I'm going to break this power up until, don't forget to put the index, by the way. So what number below 17 is divisible by 3? Well, that's 15 and 2. So it'd be x to the 5 cube root of x squared. What power divided by is divisible by 3 under 23? And that's 21. And then the x squared left over. So this would be x to the 7 cube root of x squared. Don't forget the 3. Now I got to break this up into perfect squares. So what perfect square goes into 8 and goes into x to the 15th? Well, 8 is 4 and 2. 4 is a perfect square. I need an even power for square root, so that'd be x to the 14th x. Square root of 4 is 2. That'd be x to the 7th. And then square root of 2x is left over. I cannot take the square root of that. So I'm going to break this up into 2 videos because this is not going to fit in 10 minutes. Okay, watch part 2 in a minute.